This potential
Well,
is a power
Hazuki,
that
one.
could either destroy him or realize his will.
Okay, so I have...
His courage shall
set this
determine
up
his
correctly
fate.
here. Alright. Yes, welcome to my YouTube channel.
Traverse fraught with adversity. I await
here.
whilst praying. For this destiny
I am on air.
predetermined since ancient times. A pitch-black night
30 seconds
unfolds when the morning
broadcast here.
star is its only light. And thus the saga begins.
So it's early in the morning. It's 4, 5. What is it? 4 o'clock in the morning here. Yeah. All right. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, just getting myself into the right composure here. You know, like, I want to present myself always correctly, the best way I can. But, you know, to really understand, you know, generally speaking about life, this has always been my problem here. I don't have organization. I don't have structure. I don't have these things in place as they should be initially. And get this, everybody, it's never been my fault. My fault. Let's say the word correctly. Because it's never been my fault that I don't have these things in place. I'm well organized. I'm not nervous in the beginning of broadcast, whatever. You know, it's like I'm misrepresented. So start the game here.
This potential is a power that could either destroy him or realize his will. His courage shall determine his fate. The path he must traverse fraught with adversity. I await whilst praying.
All in place, the right kind of order here. Alright, so, yeah. This is Hazuki 1. Alright, going to start the broadcast here. Going to have a great broadcast. About 3 minutes into the beginning of the broadcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome. You're all welcome to my channel. Everybody in the world is welcome to my content. Welcome to understand everything you need to know about Shenmue, because I need to understand what people are thinking, what they're saying. I want people to really talk to me and know me more. I need to say this. Matthew and, is that his name? Matt? They call him Matt. All right. Now he's the guy that's headed the podcast for, the Shenmue Dojo, and he's doing this broadcast out of Australia. All right, I should know him, but he should really know me, because I'm not the label of mentally ill. Now, this is something that I'm trying to not acknowledge, but deny, but take the label off, because there's a label of mental illness that was never supposed to be on me since 1995. Start the game here. Yes, so I've been misinterpreted as mentally ill at times. This is a big problem for me, because I'm not mental at all. I never was. I want to show people something here. If I can do this correctly, step away from that. Will they let me? It's probably better I don't even interpret more about Shenmue. You know, at times, there's so much between the lines that I know already from being Hazuki anyway. So start the game here. Gonna go to bed in a twin-size bed, because he's single. He's 18, or he's in his 40s, or which one is it? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about myself here. I'm Ryu Hazuki. And whatever I could know more, I might know more, I might know less. My karate teacher always taught me to meditate. I always listened to him. That's the one last thing he taught me before going to Arizona, become a police officer after graduating the academy. They all considered me a Don, SWAT team personnel. You know, people that I forgot I knew. When I dated Joy, when I knew Joy for 3 years, okay, she's friends with Rizan, the likeness, karate teacher. I wish you had availed that, honey. I'll try to help you, save you as best as I can. Because this is like a legal situation involving some people in my history. They should have told me who they were. But the best I can do is
Tom, hey,
represent them or me.
Today,
But they need to understand who I am.
Yeah.
Too.
What's wrong? You seem kind of blue. No, I'm alright. Okay. Tell you what. You come on by later and let me treat you to lunch. Okay?
Young man, have a seat.
Sure.
I want to finish where I started. Look at how I sit that way.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to resign.
Am I fired?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Why?
You see, there's been a mess of trouble since you started. Now, I know it ain't all your
I
fault,
wonder if I could actually get a job at the
and-
Coast Harbor if I went there
when trouble
today.
starts affecting my company, that's a problem.
And they put me on a forklift.
You know what I mean?
And then I get fired.
Yes, I understand.
That's kind of funny. But it's not funny. But it is, but it isn't.
Thank you
Thank
for
you very
everything.
much. Thank you for everything. Because he's like Elvis Presley too, right? Listen to that all my life. Went to Graceland how many times? In the house. I mean, I've been there. I'm a guy that actually, when they had Graceland, Elvis Presley's house available to the public in Graceland, Tennessee, I'm actually one of the people that were fortunate enough to go into the house. And, you know, like when you get upstairs, there's a part where you can see the outside in the backyard. It has Elvis's grave. He's buried back there. But then if you go up this, if you turn around, they have that section closed off. There's upstairs where it's his room, and only special people were allowed in Elvis's room upstairs. You know, like in this, how to say it, there might be more rooms or something more in the upstairs portion of the house in Graceland. But I do remember going into the house. They had it all open and available to the public. You know, like, I want to say this for real and seriously. Ever since I met one of these people in Hollywood that are knowing more about Elvis Presley, I've been kind of intrigued more to understand him more. He's a Kempo karate martial artist. And not only that, he's more than that. He studied other arts, I believe, too. So he knew the Ree family. You've heard of Philip Ree, Simon Ree, some other Ree guys, Korean artists, martial artists. And then they're kind of on all like, how to say it. I have a similar situation like Elvis Presley. Look at it from this perspective, everybody. My karate teachers knew this girl, and she liked them, but she liked them more than me. That sounds like a similar situation that and I don't want to say nothing ill or bad about the Presley family, because I have a lot of respect for them in history from Tennessee. It sounds to me like the karate teachers in my history at Region 5, there's a girl, a special person, this Sarah girl that is the likeness of this, what's her name? Joy. okay, Joy, there's more like this, but, oh, you know, honey, I always wondered why you put your makeup on. When I gazed at you, looked at you in the mirror, I always wanted to see the better in you. And I looked right in your eyes. I looked right through your mind to see the depths of your soul, what your face would tell me, what your eyes would tell me if I looked through the glass. Corneas, get to the iris, to just kind of understand your pupils, because you're not really a bad person. You're not a bad person. You're just like, there's something about this girl I didn't know. What is she not telling me that I really, really want to know more? And if I could get that out of her to tell me, but perhaps somebody else could tell me for her. So that's why I actually like talking to her family or her mother. Sometimes will tell me things that she couldn't tell me because she has autism, mildly. This is what like the doctor diagnosed her with at a younger age. So I can understand her, I guess, if you have the mild, that mild symptoms of that. People like that, they'd be looking at them and they have like this blank look on their face where it's harder for them to express or say something to you because it's just not, it's like a disability in a way. And it maybe can get better or get worse. People's life conditions, they have to understand that you have to be in the know and know how to be accepted. Because like that's something about this mental illness, everybody, is the worst thing anybody can have. In a way, it's a really, really, really terrible thing on the planet. Mental illness is like the worst condition that people can go through at times because it's a label, and sometimes this label, you will never be accepted in life if you're labeled bipolar, if you're labeled schizophrenic, if you're labeled paranoid schizophrenic, labeled paranoid, if you're labeled incompetent, always late, like if you're labeled can't do it, can't get the job done right, you're labeled liar, pants on the ground, ASS on fire. I don't know what else to say, because all these different kind of labels are names people will make up. Like, let's make another one up. Ed, word. Okay, Ed. Well, maybe somebody doesn't understand me. Maybe that guy should be in special education classes. He's a weird guy. He doesn't talk. He doesn't talk enough. He doesn't talk. He's just there. He looks at you and you don't know what to do about him. He's got that stare on his face. You don't know what to do about that guy, Ryan. I don't say it like that, but like, you don't know what to do about Ryan. Ryan, he just stares at you. He looks at me. The girls sometimes say, well, he's looking at me, but is he mine? It's like, I don't know what to do about it. And you know what? Maybe I'm a pervert, but maybe I wanted to know you more than just looking at your body. And I'm a pervert. Perverts have a nice way about them. Some of them are nice guys. Just got to know them the right way. Damn. It's just like that, I guess. Yeah. But you know what? Now here's this. I created the tornado kick. Time for the scene. It's not a 540.
Hey, Rio!
It's a 360, but it's not, but it is.
It's good.
See, that's also a tornado kick.
I don't feel like coffee today.
I don't feel like coffee today.
Hey, Rio, look!
Tom, what was that leg move?
A friend taught me this. It's a tornado kick. You want me to teach you?
Yeah, teach me.
Yeah, teach me.
Okay, it's your lucky day. First, the music.
Yeah.
First, I'll teach you the steps. You watch carefully, okay? Step forward,
Just remember
step
doing this
again,
move.
then
Sound good.
kick. Okay?
Did it so perfect.
Very simple, okay? First, try the steps. You take 2 steps toward me. Okay?
So I'm doing this move at 165 pounds. 5'6". See, I'm gonna do it like this.
Unbelievable, man!
I did it like that, already
You'd
knowing the
think
move.
someone could master
Because
the
that's
kick
how
so
good I was
quickly,
to do it.
but that's just like
They don't just tell you that.
Thanks,
Because I'm
Tom.
Hazuki.
No, no, no. This
To
is
just
how
do
it's
this
done,
without being
okay?
taught form, they give Hazuki the option to do the move
2 steps forward, then.
already knowing
First,
it. That's
second
me.
kick.
Hazuki, like just already knowing it.
This
Because
is
I didn't
the
just
real
do the form.
tornado kick.
No, I'm more advanced. I already know
Now,
it.
Rio, you try it, okay?
So I just do it perfect here. See, this is the right way. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
I'm Ryusuke.
perfect.
That's the
You
perfect
got the
form
rhythm now.
for doing this
Thanks,
tornado
Tom.
kick,
The
but you gotta have the
tornado
body.
kick is very powerful, okay? This kick
Structure.
is perfect for
Power.
when you're surrounded by multiple opponents.
Gee,
Do you want to
tune,
practice longer?
It's like, this is my history, so
Yeah, teach me.
Okay.
this move would
let's
work with
keep
my
at
body
it.
and my mind. There you go. There's- So I'm recording this broadcast again from yesterday, doing it correctly this day today. Now that's the way I need to do the tornado kick on
That should about
mine
do
today.
it. You
But
want
you've got to have
continue?
the fit body. You got to be able to do push-ups again.
Yeah,
I got to
teach me.
fix my shoulder.
Okay.
I've got
Let's
to have
keep
a lot
at
of
it.
money. I need to get my. So I had a dislocated shoulder from a car accident in the year 2005. I know I can do this again. I know I'm Ryuzuki. I know that I'm this guy. So this is my talent. This is my international legacy around the world. 31 years later, I'm still this guy.
That should about
I know
do
I can
it.
do it.
You want to continue?
Yeah, teach me.
Okay. Let's keep at it.
He's American. Well, he might be Asian too, but I don't know nationality. Sometimes I'm Mexican, Hispanic, but this is the thing about me. People from Mexico, they're also Chinese. Some of them are other nationalities. You know, Asian, Arabic, Spanish.
That should about
You name
do
it.
it.
There's
You
people
want
come
to
from Mexico
continue?
all around the world to our
No,
country,
that's okay.
America.
Okay. You
You
mastered the
research,
leg move
you'll
great.
know what I'm talking about.
You're a good teacher, Tom. Thanks. What's wrong?
I got something I need to tell you, Rio.
Levi's
Tell me
jeans.
what.
Actually, still, I have some 559.
Tomorrow,
38,
I go back
30s.
to America.
They were
What? All of
38.
a sudden.
They were 34.
Not suddenly.
30s.
I've been planning to for a while.
Tom.
If I was 14.
Rio,
But I always
why
have this
are you
guy.
going on your trip? I bet it has something to do with your father.
Yeah.
I thought so. Me? I'm going back to my home. And you'll be
It's
leaving
medical
soon
tape
too.
on Ryuzuki's face.
Nobody can stop you.
See, it's medical
Tom.
tape. I buy it from Kroger
Even though
store.
we part
Infinity.
ways, you'll
Because I know
still
I'm
be
this
one
guy
of my
anyway.
best friends.
You're mine too.
It's medical tape. It's not a band-aid. But you have to know that.
Today's the last day for Tom's hot dogs. Get 'em while you can.
Yeah, I'll have one.
See that on the left side, just below his left eye, his medical tape. That might have been the same eye they took the jewel out of in Allen Park, Michigan. Post that video of the real building. I think that was. I do actually think it was the left eye. There's this pink jewel in my eye. Sarah's mom might have some shards left, Valerie, but I shouldn't say that. Okay, that's like sacred stuff that it might be available. I mean, I don't know what to say. But Sarah knows about this shard in my eye because she was in the Wildcats class. This Mrs. Bryles lady, Mr. Cook, and they remembered me. But I remembered getting that pink ball taken out of my face. They used some tools and stuff, and it was not an easy procedure, but they got it done here. One day.
This way. Follow me.
Honestly, I don't know how that was in my lodged behind my eye or something. My mother just dropped me off there one day, and the doctor took it out.
Wait here. Is Guizong coming here? He passes through here on his way home from work.
I wish I knew this Sarah in the right way. She should have told me that, because I remember her from class again. She should have just told me this. But I don't want to say anything else.
Why are you here? Guizong, I want to fight you.
It's Taekwondo.
What? What are you talking about?
This is that day in class.
Ready? What?
So, Sammy. Yeah, I was just saying. I remember something. But this is the reason why I challenged the teacher in class. Honestly.
Guizong, pretend to lose.
Just get those moves
So
out.
what? Terry will take me to Land D. You dressed up punk like Terry?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be better off losing. Lose to you? Go down before you get hurt. What? By a kick like
it's
that?
Like a
you call that a kick?
That's what I did in class. They kind of switched this up. I noticed about the game. So,
so you're serious? You aren't? You're on! Bring it on!
Tiger. Do that online. Tiger online.
Alright, Hazuki. Well, come on!
People reenact this part, and I'm the Ryuzu planner. That's my teacher. If he's still doing alright, I vaguely noticed him in Michigan a few times. Then I don't know where his whereabouts now. I hope he's safe. He's doing okay.
You're not too bad.
I just want his respect.
It's my lucky day. I'll get rid of both of you at one time. Just as I suspected.
I've always wanted to respect him.
Can you move? Let's settle our dispute
later. Know
You're on.
What he's up to, how he's doing.
That's low, Terry.
I will make you pay. You like me that much? Let me invite you to hell.
Wait!
You know, it's just like, maybe there's a way.
Is trouble your middle name? Save your complaints for later. Fine. Watch yourself. You too.
Knowing that my health is good enough to be this actor, I can be this martial arts movie actor. Some got the likeness of JCVD. There's the stance from this how to say it. This okay. The Jean-Claude Van Damme likeness. Yes, it's a segment. There you go. Keep doing that. So that's 3 kick strings. These are all my moves. It's like those are the easiest moves to do, those 3 kick strings, but that's what it takes to be really, because the 3 kick strings are really, really powerful. When I had this talent, man, it takes down multiple opponents. It's too deadly, too damn good. It's too much power. Yeah, I know that talent is old school karate. It's Taekwondo, badass fun. You can imagine. Most was fun. This year, it's my turn. There you go. That would work. That would definitely work.
Not too bad.
Doing that. This must be the. What is this one? It's like windmill. Is that windmill? Because it's not. Yeah, that's the windmill kick. All right. So okay. When I did windmill, there's a certain way to do it, but the way I do it is like, I think I'm doing it right, but that cycle. See that cycle. I just bring that out. You got to bring these moves out. It's like bringing them out. These little tigers. There you go. Okay. Go. No, not that one. That's like the muds, the twin swallow leap that I never developed right. Don't lose against them. These moves are not developed. I don't pick this up. This guy will kick my ass too. Like that.
All power, no focus.
Lose. See, that's how these video games are too. You can lose. But you gotta do the moves right, or you lose a 7-man battle. Let's do this. See, these 3 kick strings are very effective in taking down multiple opponents. 7-man battle. Now it's just the way that is. Watch this match. Grab it. Dark Side Hazuki. You can do that. That's like from a Hoshin Soul. I'm modified. There's judo.
That's it.
Do that too. It's Hapkido. Hapkido's judo. You got judo in there too. But it takes Hapkido to do these moves in a way. Drastic judo. Because he can lose. If you let him lose, you lose. So that's the thing about fights. People lose in fights. They win, they lose. You let your guy lose, he will lose. If you don't train him correctly, you don't do the right moves, you don't follow through with the technique the right way, you'll go down. It's like a baseball bat with a stick. Yeah, you go down. Watch it. So you gotta dodge, block. See that? I blocked it.
You're pretty good.
That's the Hazuki style?
Hey, you okay?
Shut up!
This brutal tiger. See, that's like a horseshoe kick. He's not doing the moves. He keeps going into Taekwondo stance. You see that? Now, yeah. See, but look at this. That's what I do with the gym sometimes. Triple kick. See that? It's a front kick. Anyway. It's like the move Jin does. See, this is the move Jin. This one. Not that one. This one. That's like Jin's move. That's my move. Don glove testing. Not Don, glove testing. Not that one. This one. Glove testing. See that? Glove testing. Not that one. This one. I broke a Don board first try. Then they had a more advanced Don board. I cracked the surface 3 or 4 times. Something. And then didn't break the second one, but I broke the first one first try. This breakaway board was a black belt board. Down. Other shit. Any way you can to get your energy back, so just stomp that up here. I don't want it turning off. Now this guy's likeness, Pedro Warren, I know who this guy is. I think I do. Should I not say that? Am I not supposed to know that? Did he move the Warren? Is that right, Sam Turco? Remember that guy too. Go down. That looks stupid. I go down. No one wants to look bad, look stupid, right? I go down against this guy. I feel dumb. Oh, go down, stupid. Shit. See, sad. This guy takes a lot of life out of you. So I wonder if this guy was really strong that year, 1995, but I don't. I don't know. Might have been a strong guy. I'm curious. I'll tell everyone who I think his name is after I win the fight. Yeah. Don't want the green. See, it's these green balls. You want to preserve that energy as much as I can. I do. Damn. Let's do it again. You know, that's the thing about this fight. I mean, you gotta win it. And right now, it's late at night. I have to urinate. To TMI. That's me.
Is Trouble your middle name? Save your complaints for later. Fine. Watch yourself. You too. tuckered out, are we? Watch yourself!
You're interested to keep back online now? Alright, let's just play through this. Okay. Going to play through this game. Not going to say much commentary. Or maybe I will, more or less. It's late at night.
Is Trouble your middle name?
I had to take an intermission break
for
for
later.
Fine.
You know when I
Watch
say
yourself.
okay,
You
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I had to take an intermission. And then now back to the 70-man battle. That is my idea. Should I say that? Some things about myself, I'm kind of feeling guilty about taking credit or not taking credit because I don't know the teachers the way I'm supposed to know them today. And I don't know if they're going to accept me back in Region 5 or not. And I want to say, if I do swear, if I use profanity, I want the Dons to understand you never paid me my money from my degree. And I was going to come back to train in the year 2002, but instead I dated Joy. You know who that is, Guizong? I know you're there. Oh, but you're where? Are you in Arizona? I think you're right there. That's you. See, this is my problem. Now, I was going to train 2002, but I actually turned around and asked for this girl's phone number behind my locker at Ruby High School. And in a way, you know, I regret that, but I don't regret it. I do. Should I have made that choice, or was that the right choice? I was supposed to go back to Region 5 to train, but nobody told me who the family was with. Teacher, I say the truth right here. Oh, you're related to Michael Scoopin. Michael Scoopin, right? The survivor. Rudy. That's my dad's name, is it? Really? They see, I don't know much about myself in some ways. I do, I don't. You know something more about Tekken I'm supposed to know. See, that's a harder subject to talk about. And then there's a harder subject to talk about, this sword about Ninja Gaiden. I'm really like who's not supposed to know that, right? So all these things are intellectual property claims. Okay. That's not a lie. It's not a lie, but notice this guy looks like a Latino guy. Is he Native American? See that? There are these Native American kids I knew from Melvin High School.
All power, no focus.
He's on doing a bunch of 540 kicks. But I don't know why he likes doing those moves. Just likes doing. You notice he does a starfish kip up, everyone? It's a different kind of kip up.
Let's get it on.
It's my thunder kick, you know? I don't like this stupid move. This one move. They call it pig wheel. It's a stupid move. You gotta have a move. But I didn't make that move up. It's like a move that I think these Dons made up. I don't know why they make that. They made it up, but it's not like a. It's just a move, and I don't like the move looking stupid. It just doesn't look good. It looks stupid. Which film is this? Is this the one?
Shall I take them all on?
That's it. Yeah. It's like they call it big or something. Weird moves, but I can't figure out why they would put that into the fighting system, because I didn't
Not too bad.
understand it at the time. This will work in the fight. It looks like a sissy in the fucking move. It's like a girl punch done wrong.
You're pretty good.
He keeps doing that big wheel. I hate that move. Why did the makers do that? Because that's not my move. I don't think it's my move, but well, it's not my move. I don't remember ever doing that move. Looks like a gay move. It's not a very effective move, but it might work. But it's a good-looking move. Quit doing that move, Rio. See, the controls are terrible. This is my move right there. I like doing that stupid faggot little big wheel. I did this move. It's my move.
That's the Hazuki style?
Went down with a big wheel. Yes, it'll work. See, this is boxing. Boxing. Now you gotta get that. See
all
that?
tuckered out, are we?
Okay,
Watch
I'm gonna
yourself.
focus on the upper moves. See that? It's focus with the punch. Box. See, a lot of his moves are boxing moves with me.
Hey, you okay?
Still like older moves, you know. This is Suzuki style. I want everyone to know it's an older style I did, and it can take down multiple opponents. I want to say it's more like a man style, but you gotta have the talent. You gotta have strong joints, strong knees, strong bones, strong joints, strong body, strong mind, all perfect synchrony. If you have that, you know you can use this fighting style to win and win against multiple opponents. Good. But see, these three kick strings are one of the main. That's the foundation of the Hazuki style. There's two different ones. I think there were more that I created in class at times. Let's see. Yeah, boxing takes this guy down a lot better. If you can box him, he'll go down for God. It's this guy. I think this is a guy named Paul Scarelli. And what I know about him, he was this guy. He's Albanian. He's in my class. This Mrs. Angelari's class. I think he's a likeness of Paul Scarelli. Now he's related to an attorney family. I met his is that his cousin G John at a psychiatric ward. Yeah, so I'm not supposed to be mentally ill. Probably neither is G John. But well, you know, like what people like us need more. We're men and we cook. We do things that are multi-talented. You know, like G John, I think I have more with him than maybe other people. I was gonna go with G John and Paul Scarelli. I was gonna know Paul Scarelli again and beat this guy. I wasn't ready, I don't think, or something more. I think I would be ready to know him again or something more. He's got family, people that are involved with the making of Shenmue, I believe. And then there's Sam and the Turco, and I know him. From my history. I need to know these guys again, because I'm Ryu Hazuki.
Who the hell you think you're dealing with?
I never told this to the people in 1995. This talented. Oh, you didn't catch that. You got hit. It's funny. Okay, so I didn't tell Sammy, or is that what they call him, Sammy? I didn't tell him that. But I don't want them to hate me for being this guy.
This one is mine.
I don't know how to explain this to some people.
Who the hell you think
They
you're
could help
dealing
me
with?
if they care about me still.
Yeah.
I should know Sam. Damn. Didn't do it right, Ryan. Suck ass. I mean, I don't want to see this thing. I gotta stop. The Dons that I train with, they don't like when if I swear. That's something that I have to develop this again.
Hazuki,
but I have to be respected for what I truly am. I was supposed to be paid, acknowledged, compensated. Well, I think I can still do it at age 45, even today.
I'll take this. Gotta learn to fight
Tempo.
fair. Your left!
Yeah.
I think I can still do all these things today, even still. But I need a makeover to be this guy in so many
Where is
ways.
Lanty?
Everyone's support to be this person. Again, because I'm the only Hazuki in the world.
He took him
There's
out
only
to the
one.
ship. What? Too bad. You want him that bad. You better start swimming.
Damn. After all that, still didn't get Landy.
You're going after him?
Well, I just can't give up. But how can I?
I'll talk to my father. I'll ask my father to help you out.
Really?
Contact me later, okay?
Guizan,
What?
thank you.
No. That's my line.
And if this guy is still around, he probably has this talent. But I should just... Well, that's not for me to even say. So I just won't say.
Ryo-san, I was waiting for you.
What's up, Fukusan?
I have something for you.
Huh?
This.
It's father when he was young. Who's that with him?
I have no idea.
Never seen him before. Fukusan, where'd you get it?
Found it in the basement.
Really? Why would he keep this down there?
Well, night, Ryo-san.
Night.
You know, these pictures I found online, everybody, the one of me and Nozomi is a real girl I knew at the time. She dressed the same identical way. Her first name, they called her Nikki. Maybe it's short for Nicole. Okay, so I remember this girl, but I've spoken of her at different times in my broadcast here online. Oh, I don't know. I remember she was going to go to Canada. After meditating again, I remembered her again. And then somehow I remembered the amulet she gave to me too. I remembered it again because you see, I have a condition called amnesia. And there's times I lose my memories. So when I lose my memory, everyone, I lose the memories and I forget something that I remembered, but I forget what I remembered until I remember it after losing the memory. When I remembered it again, then that's before I lost the memory that these things happen. So it's like, oh, okay, I went through these things. I experienced these things. I knew this girl. She had dark hair, light skin tone. She looked like she was French, maybe Polish. She looked like she's a beautiful girl, German maybe. And she looked like this girl that I had this secret crush on called Jenna Carnes. Is Jenna Carn still around? I don't know. Can't find her on the internet. I knew this kid. His name was Kenneth Brown. That was like her boyfriend. They were close together. They had similar skin tones. They looked like the perfect couple. This girl, Jenna Carnes, let me explain this about myself. There was this girl, okay, the first girl I remember having a crush on, she had red hair. I remember her name was Kelly Blue. She had this brother named Johnny Blue. Now, Johnny Blue looked like my skin tone. Maybe he was Hispanic too. But I remembered that guy. I went to a wrestling class one time when I was in elementary school. And, you know, I didn't really have much interest in doing wrestling. See, like, my dad was encouraging and wanted me to do baseball in Little League all the time. So my father knew all the professional baseball players from the Detroit World Series game, 1960. What was it? I forgot. He was one of the guys he's the Porter guy or something. He knew all those professional ball players when they won the World Series that one year at the old Tiger Stadium. My dad is from Detroit. My mom is from Detroit. My family's mostly from Detroit. The ones that are still there, there's a few of them there today still. My parents always tell me about this car accident that happened on Werner Road. And so my cousin Richard Novo, and then Hope Novo and Nancy Novo, they're Hispanic, Spanish descent, Mexican, whatever. American, say that too. First say American, I don't know what to say. Okay, so they had a mother. Did they say her name was Paulina? Okay, was the father's name Johnny? I thought that was a Ramirez family member to me. Ramirez, whoever. Yeah, which one? See, it's hard to know. Now there's this mother, Paulina, or whatever. There's a car accident on Werner Road in Mexican town, Detroit. It's like a bad car accident. And they lost their mother, Paulina, my cousin Hope, Shell Noble. So they lost their mother. So I'm told that. Was there something more that I wasn't knowing about? This is what they tell me. So I'm friends with some of these people on Facebook. They're involved in the electrical business. You know, they're electricians. Two of them, one of them. We got another cousin in Utah. She married into the Mormon family. There's the Latter-day Saints of Jesus Christ. So she's involved with the Mormon people in Utah. She has a picture of herself with Chuck Norris on Facebook. So I think what happened, she met Chuck Norris one time in person, Michelle Noble. And then I've got this James Salazar in Bryan, Texas. That actually, I believe he knew Chuck Norris. He might have known Chuck Norris personally at times, sometimes in Texas. James Salazar has his two sons. They both might be semi-professional baseball players. So they have like their own major league of baseball in Bryan, Texas, wherever it is. Yeah. And then there's my cousin Eric Salazar, Ricky Salazar, Angel Salazar. Okay, they're my family in San Antonio, Texas. So they're from Old Tucson, Texas. No, Old Tucson, Arizona. I've got this aunt there, Aunt Ronnie. Call her Ronnie. She's a nice woman, nice lady. She's also Native American descent, to my knowledge, but I don't say too much about them personally. They're the family to me. I kind of miss them at times. I grew up going to visit their family one time in Arizona when I'm 5 or 6 or 7. And so I went to Old Tucson, Arizona. I can remember sticking my hands on these insects, scorpions, things, these weird, creepy as hell insects under a door. But that's because they have so many critters and things in Arizona that would be in Arizona. And, you can find rattlesnakes in the middle of the road, these goldens, scorpions, and urinals in the zoo, they're everywhere, these things. And they're there, so don't get stung or bit by a darker scorpion or some tarantula. Tarantulas don't do that, but some kind of a spider. The last time I went to Texas, 2003, that was one of the last times I went there. I remember that there was like this really big, creepy, venomous-looking spider in San Antonio, right in front of my cousin's house, my uncle's house, Uncle Ricky, big spider. And he looked like he was trying to intimidate me a little, guarding his territory. Oh, I think my cousin, Angel, squirted him down with a hose, and they just squirted him off, so he went away. But it's different there in other states, It's warmer, it's different climates, different people, And, the bond I have with family is different at times. Knowing them the way I know them. And I remember them my whole life, people in Texas. There's people that were in Southgate. I'll mention them now. The Laura, Drita, is it Tahari? Yes, I say. Mary Lou Tahari. I remember she was married to a guy named Ali one time. I think he was from Yugoslavia. It was Romania, Yugoslavia, forget. He seemed like a nice guy. I know he liked to drink a lot at times or whatever, but he always was. Well, he was like that at times, but he was a very good guy, cool guy. Seemed like a nice guy, friendly with my parents all the time. I remember he lived in Southgate. Drita and Laura, they always had these things going on there at their house. And at times I'm curious how they're doing, Laura and Drita. Because, see, this is like I want to say, I don't know what to say at times now. There's Facebook, everyone. We have Facebook. There is Facebook out there, and I'm somebody in the planet. Now, I want to tell everybody in Riverview, Michigan, you're listening to probably the most special person on the planet. It's me right now. The most expensive person in the world is me, I think. The most important person is me. If anything, I feel like I'm the guardian of the earth. My whole life. So, what does that make you, if I'm that? Now, I say these things, but I say them because I have history, even more so when I'm a child. And then I know about something about Inuyasha. There's something more about Inuyasha. Now there's something about Sarah's mother knowing more about me that might protect you, Sarah. But I don't know what you're into, Sarah, on Facebook. And my family, too. Sarah knows my family. You had better know me again, probably, Sarah. You might want to know me. Your family might want to really know me. Because if I don't know you, you might not always be safe. You need to understand that. And I'm only saying what I'm saying because I'm not just anybody. I'm somebody. I'm supposed to be depicted to be a very wealthy person since I earned my degree in 1995. That one degree, there was one copy. Actually, there might have been 2 or 3 copies, paper copies, that were paper. Okay, let me explain this here. I do remember my teacher. What he did, he wanted this copy back. He gave me the degree, and then like 1 or 2 days later, he's like, Ryan, I'm gonna need that degree back. I'm gonna need that back. Yeah, I gotta get it back. Oh, they were trying. I don't want to make people look bad, but okay, they wanted a chance to make their son this way. Okay, you can't just do this for everybody. And if I don't see Andrew scooping, doing all my moves, everybody, even if I did see him doing all my moves outside, he still would not be me. But he would have to have the talent, the body, the looks, the sex appeal, and the life purpose to be me. The identity, Andrew Scoopin would have to be Ryan Michael Salazar. Because this is what I'm understanding here. To my knowledge, from what I gather through meditation, from speculation also based on what I already know, what I can understand, furthermore, if need be, is that this is what's really been going on. And I don't want to make people look terrible, but this is the problem here. When people don't communicate with me, people don't talk to me, I cannot talk to them if they won't talk to me. And if you're worried about your reputation looking dumb, looking bad, you should talk to me. Maybe I can make you look good. But I mean, if I'm going to do that for you, what are you going to do for me? It does not mean you are obligated to look better than me. And by all means, if I'm Ryuzuki, I don't think it's very easy to look better than Ryuzuki. If that offends people that don't know me, you're going to have to understand. I earned my respect. My integrity was earned already in the year of 1995. So I'm still waiting for these things to come back to my possession. And it's a lot of money that I'm supposed to be a very wealthy, special person from what these claims really are. So I'm waiting still. And I should have never had to wait at all. Ever. It just makes me look bad. And if it makes me look less than other people, that's, nothing more than wrong. And it's just stupid to me. It's more stupid, but what can I do now? Because people wanted to, I don't want to make people look bad. But that's the problem with people. If people don't tell me, don't talk to me or nothing, see, what I really need to know all this time, I wanted to get back to my karate teachers. Now, again, I want to say and emphasize, this is the main focus of my point here, is that I do regret one thing. I regret when I graduated Riverview High School. In the year 2002, I only went to Riverview High School from 1999 to 2002. I obtained my high school diploma, still got it in the cabinet here downstairs. I got to put it back in my room or whatever. So, probably do that tonight. the Ruri Community High School diploma. I had this high school portfolio. These special education teachers, and aides, they encouraged me to take a picture of that degree. So I have the copy bento gon, the identification. I still have that. That's what it's interpreted as on the internet and whatever, because there's something more that the cloud and the internet knows, or something more. It does not mean that I should get this laminated. And that's funny that Saban Dem Zigafus would want to even say that, because I know that's a cover up again, another cover up. So when he says, Ryan, you should really get this laminated, I already knew. I mean, I knew more anyway, but he knows that I know more, because he's telling me about the friend that Raymond took to Arizona, right? And that's something more I remember too, because Raymond, I do remember he tried to come to my house at times, and there's a time he wanted to take me with him and Sarah to Arizona. I hope you have your pictures, Sarah. They're going to need them for court one day, maybe. This is a big problem here. If the community doesn't understand what I am, don't accept who I am, there's a problem. Talking about Riverview community in Riverview, Michigan. And the women are supposed to respect me like a god here and everywhere in the world. That's the truth. I'm a martial arts deity this year. Regardless of religion, background, faith, I don't give a crap. I know what I am, what I'm worth. Expensive too. So it's not that I'm showing off and being arrogant, but everybody has to live their own lives. Now, I need to say, there should be evidence of my VHS proof out there. And as long as it's out there, I don't think people have to go to jail for 10, 15, 25, 50 plus years. When I say jail, I say this: as long as my VHS proof is presentable out there, nobody has to go to prison for the rest of their lives, right? I'm waiting on Saban Dem Zikafus to submit me the proof. I'm waiting, sir. You can find me online. You can call me. You can have Joey LaJoyce contact me on Facebook Messenger, and you can have Phil Duncan call me, contact me. Saban Dem Zigafus. It's time to face the music, everybody. The jig is up. The gravy train is up. Face me. Talk to me. Blah, blah, blah. Meow mix. Meow, 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 meow. Meow mix. What do I mean when I say meow mix? That tiger on the back, in a way, I'm cat dog. Inuyasha cat dog. Hazuki tiger. Inuyasha dog demon. What else am I representing? What am I really? Who am I really? If I'm cat dog, I've got two penises, right? But there's only one body. Let me say why I say this. I'm a guy, I have this something different about me, and I took a picture of myself. I'm going to post it on Instagram one day soon. I have two nipples below. Okay, let me explain. Some kids at in school they'd say, that Ryan, he's double chested. All right, so now my older brother, the likeness of Ren of Heavens. Won't say nothing about him right now. More than that, the likeness of Ren of Heavens. Okay, so he had a third forming nipple or whatever he had removed. I still have two more that maybe I get it removed if I need a tummy tuck. I don't know if I'm going to. Be right back. Hello, Hazuki 81. Okay, so I believe there's all right, let me talk here now briefly, or whatever it takes. I'll stay chatting for a while here. Yes, so there actually is how to really say it to identify the real truth that I need to identify myself right now, right here, right now. Okay, let's make sure I'm online broadcasting. Yes, 1 hour and 14 minutes almost in broadcast. Yes, sir. All right, so yeah. There's okay, let me talk. Well, I know people are gonna let me talk, but see, okay, the way I explain things at times, I'm used to being in a car with a parent, and there's a high amount of dysfunction in my daily life with the people I'm currently living with, my family, whatever I could say. So there's like an insane amount of dysfunction here. There's an insane amount of no organization. I have problems with the family I'm living with. Me saying these things to the public, to everybody, is like therapy to me in a way. I'm seeking help. Has anyone ever heard the saying, money talks? Money talks. That's right, and money does talk. You know, money can really talk. Money can make things better. Money can solve problems. Seriously, they can make problem solving so much easier. Money can get me sex. Hardcore sex. Oh, yeah. I am the horniest man in the world, I think, at times. I have such a lust, powerful, strong desire to have sex with girls of all ages in other countries, in this country, in other states. If it helps me get better, I love her with my dick. And my mind and heart is only wanting to please her. I only want one thing. Pussy. Or all three holes. The hole in one. I'm a golfer too. Now, if I have to be vulgar, if I have to be sexual, I can do that too on my broadcast. Has anyone ever watched Howard Stern on TV? So I'm also a fan of Howard Stern, the way he used to broadcast when he did broadcast. You know, like how he says things, and he says things, he doesn't care what he says because he doesn't see. Maybe it's because he's just not thinking he should care. And I can understand that if it needs to be like that. Because, you know, really, to be honest, sometimes when you're talking about things in life, this is the way I understand myself. Personally, seriously here, regarding me, my history for Shenmue, if I'm talking about myself and my personal history that I have to avail to the public or to like somebody that's a greater source than even than myself that can help me, potentially help me, I'm going to say everything I need to say as long as it's the truth. I want to make sure I emphasize that in a most powerful way that I ever can. As much as I can. Every day, all the time. What am I after? Hardcore, young, unbroken walled vagina. The most phenomenal, youngest, tightest, petite. Sometimes I'm thinking of petite sirloin. When I say petite, why do I think it's funny to say petite? I always wanted something to eat, right? Say petite. Tight. Thin. You know, petite. I think petite girls are really pretty. They're really cute, really sexy. Damn. I think petite girls are really special, but they're little and they're smaller. They're more shorter and fragile. I think I could carry probably about 3 petite girls on my upper body, hold both of them in one arm, have the other one give a piggyback ride on my neck or back. No, what I could do, what I would try to do, well, you know, I mean, maybe one day, maybe even today with my shoulder messed up, I don't know. If I could have, I want to see if I can hold 3 girls on, if I could stand up with 3 girls in my upper body. I would like to know if I could hold 2 petite girls in my arms and then have the other girl, I could probably put 3 up top, I don't know, and then 2, maybe I could have 5. Hold 5 girls on my body, 3 petite ones, I'm doing a piggyback ride or something, and then hold up 2 on my arms. You know, would that be like walking around with 5 petite girls? You know, it's funny because I saw this. I go to Myers to shop, or I go to Kroger, but most of the girls that I see in Michigan are at Meijer, and they're of all sizes. So I'm noticing these girls that go into Meijer at times pretty sexy and cute looking. A lot of them are. They're American, white, okay, I understand. They're like Polish, German, whatever, sexy looking, cute. All right, they're sweet looking. They look like they're sweet, cute. You just want to kiss them and know them, but you don't just do that when you don't know them. Uh, so I noticed this the other day. There's this cashier girl, and she was, she was shorter. She had dark hair. She was, lighter skin, pale skin. She looked really sweet. She looked really sweet, but she was a little girl. But she looked like she was about 18 working there, or no, maybe 27 or 5, I don't know. But she looked like an innocent girl. A lot of times, American sweet-looking girls, Polish-looking, German, whatever the hell they are, I don't give a crap. I mean, they're sexy as hell. I want to date all these girls around here at times. I want to know them, date them. But I don't know what I'm going to do if I, how to explain this. Okay, so let me say this. I want people to understand me better in living downriver. Okay, in the year 1998, okay, from 1995, there's a few girls that liked me from Melvindale Strong Junior High School. Okay, they knew me as, okay, whatever. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but one girl that knew me, I don't know her anymore. I don't know what became of her. I don't know. I know she had parents, and then she had this, she's like part of this, some kind of a church or something in Southwest Detroit. Okay, so there's her. What happened? Okay, her parents are both gone. They died off, so I felt kind of sad for her at times. She might be dead, too. Her sister might be gone. I think she had a sister named Jessica. And then, yeah, she was, what was her name? Rachel? Okay, was that the real name? Okay. Now, I always liked how she put her hair up in a bun. I mean, I thought that was sexy looking. At times, she reminded me of this Chi-Chi, Goku's wife. When I would watch Dragon Ball Z, Chi-Chi reminded me of Rachel at times. I guess I for some reason, I always remembered Rachel. And okay, so just to think about it, I'm taught that I'm, Spanish, Mexican, Hispanic, whatever, at times. And then I'm going to say it. There's this other girl I remember. I think she might be a therapist now for Henry Ford. She's sexy looking. Remember her that way? She's beautiful. Sonia Gutierrez, or whatever her name was. I think I saw her online. I don't really know her, but I remembered her. It's a long time ago. Kind of miss Sonia, but then there's Rachel. What was her name? Rachel Sands. Sanez, is that how I say it? I don't know, but she has a different kind of a last name, I think. I never saw this last name, Sanz, whatever. But I have seen S-A-N-Z. See, I'm Salazar. So Salazar, S-A-L-A-Z-A-R, Spanish. S-A-N-Z, Sans. So, Spanish, S-A-E-N-Z, Sans, or whatever. I don't know how they say it, but so this girl was special to me when I was younger. When I was younger, I thought she was cute, sexy. Before Rachel, there was this girl. Okay, before Rachel, there was another one named Jackie. She was pretty cute. I liked her a lot, but I had no time to hang out with Jackie Marshall. Was her name. She was like a Greek girl, pretty cute, sexy. I thought so much of her times. I wanted to know Jackie, but I just had no time, to make for her doing karate training. I didn't have any time. I just, got up, I woke up, went to school. Um, so what was it? I remember waking up. I went to school. She's there in a classroom. She notices me. This blonde girl, Jessica, noticed me. This girl, Rachel, not Rachel, Sarah Miller is her name. I think she might be a likeness of the Sango in a way. Then there's this other student named Diego. I think he's maybe currently or back then or now a new likeness of Inuyasha. I would have taken the initiative to know Jackie, and I wish I had at times. I kept training martial arts, so I've only been Ryuzuki 5 or 6 months of my life, but I'm the true, legitimate likeness of this guy in history. And this is another reason they're going to have to really present these videos. You know, if Sarah doesn't know where the VHS are, Sarah, you don't know where that's at. The teachers don't know where that's at. The people, you've got to find the people that know. But I'd say go through Sega, go to Japan, somebody, and present that on TV, because I'm not saying that I'm nobody. Just saying that. Just saying that. Now back to the subject of these girls. All right. There was Jackie. I didn't get to know her. I regret it. I feel so terrible. But how to explain it? I got to know Jackie at school at times. You know, like, I got to know her in school. I remember sitting with her on a balcony a few times, holding her. Well, she liked me. I did like her, but I just didn't know how many girls I'm going to be with. Because once I start having sex with them, they're not going to want to stop. And then I'm probably not going to want to stop. And then where's the time for karate training? So that's part of my history like that. It's not that I'm only 14 years of age, and sex for me, well, I'm looking like Jean-Claude Van Damme at this age. I really am. My body was really strong, really different looking in so many ways, but I had a very powerful way of hitting puberty. I hit puberty in such a powerful, penetrating way that, I think I would have made a girl pregnant before the sperm came out of my penis. It's like such powerful aura about me. Maybe I have something about me like that to make girls pregnant without actually putting my sperm in them. There's such powerful way about me. I feel like, something different about me. And I don't know if it's really true, but can I make a girl pregnant without putting sperm in them? See, I don't know, but I know there's something different about myself. Really, I'm not a bad person or nothing, but it's just that, people need to understand me, what I'm really like, I think. I remember I liked that Jackie girl. I did like her a lot. I liked her a lot. Now, Sarah, I remember her from 1995. I kind of liked her red hair. I remember I liked her red hair. How to say it. Sarah was 11 years old. She was in the class. She was a sweet, cute-looking girl at times. I felt sorry for her at times. I really did. I cared about her, but I didn't know that I should know her more. But I'm going to class to follow through the agreements with the teachers in the changing room. So we had these verbal agreements, me and Raymond Savoy. Joey LaJoyce is also involved. I remember he says, in the changing room, I'm going to make him gin. In like the second or after the first class, the first day of class or something, they all think I'm from another country. They first assume Thailand. So they thought I was from Thailand. Well, I wore these sandals that, they're so I had these sandals that on the bottom they said Desi Schultz, like Desi. I don't know, but Schultz sounds German. And you know what's funny? I think I left those same sandals in San Antonio, Texas. I think now that I remember it, yeah, I think I left them with my uncle, but that's okay. They can keep that, hold on to it, whatever they want to do. It's like a long time ago. They're from the 90s. It's funny. Now, I think I had 2-3 pair in my lifetime, but that's okay. They have that they can, my uncle can keep that. I don't even care. I don't even know what happened to them, but that's, something I think I might remember. Somehow I think I remembered the other day, like from a long time ago, remembered something or whatever, but it's okay. Because now I found these sandals. I found them on the internet, and I'm sure probably, if they don't have them, from that year available, well, they can always make new sandals like that model. So they're Nike Air brand. They're probably likely a size 13. So I wore these Nike Air black, suede black, Nike Air. They're like a midnight metallic blue in color. They had other colors on them, but they're called Nike Air Desi Schultz. Desi Schultz. It's reminded me of the name Desi or Desiree is very common in the Philippines. And that's interesting in a way. It is, because it just really is. Desiree is the name they say, but they say Desi, but Desiree means desire in English. It's common in the Philippines for a Filipina woman to be named Desi, or Desiree, whatever, Des, different, terms for shorter or longer. But anyway, yeah. So I have a cousin who married someone from the Philippines. It's a very nice cousin and a nice woman, nice girl. He married a Filipino girl. She's my friend on Facebook. She has a nice family. At times I feel like I need them in my life, but they need to understand that I'm not mentally ill anymore. So I want to say this concept here that should be conveyed to everybody in the world. For right now, and I think not just for right now, but probably more likely for the rest of my life, I don't believe I'm ever going to need mental illness medication ever again in my life. Now, I've taken these pills, but I don't believe I was ever mentally ill. See, this is the thing about mental illness. It's triggered by something in your mind, in your life. Like if you have problems with stress, that's the main trigger for mental illness to happen to your brain, to your life. If you have too much stress, that causes a chemical imbalance in your brain. Stress kills people. Stress is the main inhibitor to make problems for everybody in the world. If you're stressed out, you have a serious problem. Now, my problems, I feel stressed because I've had financial problems for way too many years. After I earned my martial arts honor, that's an honor, my honor. It's my honor, my legacy. It's not something somebody can just purchase. So that's something that the karate teacher should, I don't know how to tell him that, but teacher, it's up to you to come back to me if your people are not doing this correctly, Raymond. It's up to you to be a man and man up and face the truth. Mr. Raymond Patrick Savoy. You need to understand how to be a man. I don't think I have to teach you that, do I? I think you need to know that you should know. I also know you like the likeness of a Naraku, but I'm not saying you're a bad person. I am saying you need to be a man. Tell me the truth and be the man you're supposed to be. In a way, I think I know you better than you even know yourself. Don't forget, Raymond. I know, but I knew how to say it. I remember your uncle, Chris. I'm not a joke. I think I know your father, Raymond. In a way that how to say it. It is late. And in a way, I think I saw him one time at somewhere maybe, but that's just something in a way, now let me say this. I probably shouldn't say something like that because the power of my mind remembers things that are so long ago. Yeah. And I'm just saying, how to say it more clearly. I have a visual memory at times, everyone. So tell everybody I have a visual memory. A visual memory. And I remember things. Yeah. So I remember things. But it's not normal, some of the things that I believe I maybe can remember. Yeah. I don't know Raymond's father. What he's... Well, how to say it? You see, like, when your mind doesn't know how to add things up or understand who you know, but you might believe that you saw somebody and he looks like somebody, it might be true. But I remember seeing Raymond around here getting bananas at Kroger when that shut down. And then there's another place, this Camino Real. I did notice he went in there one time. His wife, is that the sister of Richard Cox, the voiceover for Inuyasha? So his wife, or girlfriend, whatever, she was playing with the door. She was reminding me of Sarah, the girl that was my friend / girlfriend for 3 years, kind of, playing with the door, messing around with the door, goofing around when they were walking out of the Camino Real Mexican restaurant. So, and then he comes by, Raymond comes out of there. That's really him. But I was vaguely thinking of him and vaguely paying attention. Now, I haven't seen Raymond in like a lot of years. When I saw him at Kroger, it was 2013. What year was it? He didn't really want to see me. It's like he vanished like a warlock. I think he might have disappeared like a warlock. He might know things in life that I don't even know. Now, this is another reason I should have known Dracula, Raymond Savoy, Van de Pesch, whatever I must say. I don't know what to say about him. He's not from Romania, because this is actually where the real Dracula castle is, right? Right. And you know what? He doesn't avail himself to me. But I think I've noticed him at times. And I think he just disappears at times. And I don't even know how he disappeared from those bananas. But now, how to explain it? I was looking at the organic section, and then I turn around. Well, he's not there. he had ample time and enough to walk away from the fruit. So now bananas is one thing, but like I know it was that guy, and then he did walk away, but he don't want me to notice him because see, this is the problem here. I'm not mentally ill all these years. Now this is something that he orchestrated. He planned a conspiracy. Look up the term conspiracy. He planned it. How many other people planned this? This is a planned conspiracy from 31 years ago. It's not a lie at all. Okay, so this is because of what reason? Why? I'm talented. I'm gifted. I'm special. I'm not just anybody. Well, does that mean I should be in a rich state, rich area? Well, yeah, I should be, but you have to get, this is what Pitbull says. In order to get to the greener grass, you have to get to the other side first to get to the greener grass or something. How does he say it? If you want to get to where it's greener, you have to get to the other side first. I don't know how he says it. But what I do know, I proved all these things when I'm only 14 years of age, and I'm supposed to be a wealthy, prominent, special person my whole life. Well, I'm this guy. See, I'm like a royalty prince guy, I think, in a way, to do these things. I'm not just a regular human being. So this is the thing about myself here. Now, the teacher, Raymond, I would like to tell you, you're going to have to really, I want to say to Raymond, I'm not giving this up. I don't know what you all are thinking, but I'm not saying that I'm nobody. So you can all give me a phone call. You can continue on, carry on, whatever, but you're going to have to understand. I earned my degree, and actually I paid for my degree with my paper route money from being a paper boy at News Herald. I worked to pay for the degree. There was more money for this degree. I paid for the degree with my paper route money. Later, I paid for college classes that I failed anyway because this girl I was dating would not spread her legs for me. See what I'm saying, everyone? This is a planned setup to make me fail in life. Now, if you're going to hang out with me, if this girl's going to hang out with me for 3 years, you should have told me up front, you're planning to take the degree and make me look dumb, don't care nothing about me, just all you want, Sarah, is the degree, and you're going to stand by me to never spread your legs and give me sex. You're a mother, you're married, okay. But that was your whole plan. This is Sarah's whole plan. I think initially she wanted to know me long enough to ruin my reputation, to take the degree, and to destroy everything I'm supposed to be. If that's what your plan was, I wish I had known you better. But I don't know what your plan was, Sarah. It's my problem with Sarah's family and Sarah. So this is the problem. Her brother was sparring in class. I think that might have been part of the reason why. He goes down, falls on his head one time. I didn't do that, but you shouldn't back up so much. And when you lose balance, you might fall on your back or your head. That's the sport of karate. This is what Raymond Savoy encouraged his family and these students that insisted to come to Region 5. He encouraged them to not train with us because my talent is the likeness of the other Dons, or it's above the unequally matched Dons talent in many ways too, because the potential that I'm showing is something that these black belt dons are having to understand to be better or be worse if they can't show more talent. But this is what I'm saying here too. They could anticipate my moves, the dons. So I'm good to spar with them in a non-contact formality too. So the one don named Michael Hurst, I wonder what became of him nowadays too. At times, a lot of times, I proved, well, the other dons, they told me to do an armbar against them. And I felt guilty at the end because what happens is I have to prove an armbar. And I had no problem doing it, but it's just the problem I had doing it was that the fact that I wish I had done this on the ground, but I guess you can do it another way. So you can take somebody down and put them in an armbar, even with or without a mat. Oh, there was a mat. There was a mat, so I think there was a mat. Okay, I think there was a mat. There must have been a mat. But what happened, they had me versus Michael Hurst. I'm a white belt. To put him in an armbar, Ryan. Well, they knew I could do this. They had faith in me or something. I don't know what it was. Okay, so they're using my likeness. They're using me to make Shenmue. They wanted me to prove that I can be my own jiu-jitsu master of my own style. And we'll call it the Hazuki style and give him a Sioux martial arts degree, meaning that he earned our respect on his own. This white belt comes into class. He earned his own kind of respect. This is beyond and above and beyond a Do art degree. Karate Do, that would be Shotokan if it's Karate Do. It's above and beyond Subak Do, Taekwondo, Tangsudo, stay on subject. It's more than just Tangsudo. It's a Sioux martial arts degree, talent that I've proven. I earned the respect of these colleagues on my own. I trained them, they trained me, say that too. I earned their respect in 1995. That's another claim. It's a main claim, the Sioux martial arts degree. I earned their respect. This is the problem with if somebody else is claiming my degree from 1995, well, they should not ever be doing that, because you cannot go back to 1995 and say that this person, let's say it's this character in the Virtual Fighters Crossroads, that the stupidest thing I could ever hear of it anyway. There's no such thing as Crossroads. The character named Stella looks like a made-up character. Oh, Stella. I have an Aunt Stella, but she's gone now. So why don't see? This is like in a way. I don't want to take it too offensively. I don't want to. It kind of feels like a mockery in a way for the Virtual Fighter Crossroads to think they're having anything to say or do. I don't know what to say for Sega regarding that. They're not able to be the talent that I already am anyway. I'm the definition of talent. I'll explain it. 1991, I proved the moves for Kirayuki. I only trained 1 month, did these moves in class for Kirayuki. Kirayuki's fighting system is so short, so easy, so, it's nothing. Like a Kirayuki for Virtual Fighter is like the easiest thing to do. You could have squirrels do this. Dead squirrel. Live squirrel. Better yet. See, that's what I'm saying. You could have maybe a dead squirrel do these moves. Because that's the thing about a Kirayuki. His moves to me are way too easy, even today. A Kirayuki, and let me say this again. There's a guy named Greg Costa. If you know martial arts, if you can do them, I think you can be a Kirayuki if you were going to do that. But this is the thing about Greg Costa. As much as he likes to spike his hair and say he's special, he's kind of reminding me also of James Rayner. He knows James Rayner. These guys are in the group for Shenmue. I notice at times they're feeling cool in that. Thank you for being fans of my martial arts fighting system, the Hazuki style. I'd like to say thank you for being fans of Shenmue, James Rayner, Adam Koralik, Corey Marshall, everybody, because I'm not just anybody. Thank you for being fans of Shenmue. And in fact, really, I think I should be representing Shenmue with Mr. Yu Suzuki. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Thank you to Sagai, Greg Costa, Koralik, everybody. But this, so how to explain this more. Yes, so this is my fighting system. I created the Hazuki style in 1995. I'm the founder of the Hazuki style. And the moves in all the scroll shops are my moves too. They're either my own moves that nobody taught me, and they were created, sold to maybe other countries. I don't know how to explain how this all worked out, but I do believe that the Dan Kyosanem, second Dan certified instructor, second ranked Dan or above, their ranks, and he saw them, around at the time. Okay, they know my talent. They know the history. If a move was sold to maybe like another country or whatever, and then it's used in their fighting system, like cartwheel kick, that might have been sold to Thailand, because I know I did that move and nobody taught it to me before I did it. I did it 3 or 4 times, once or twice, maybe 3, 4, 5 times. That one day when the instructor at the time, Kyosanem, Michael Sikafus was his title, Kyosanem, instructed me to pull my elbow out before I turn, shift, and strike with the shin, initially upon landing back in the fighting stance perfectly. So he says to put your elbow out, do it. I did it once or twice, this move, without putting my elbow out. See, when you put your elbow out, in a way, it's like to gain balance, momentum, self-control, landing force, something. It's like having the stability so you don't hurt yourself in a way, and also maybe you could utilize the elbow to create more control and power. See, so it's like a matter of thinking about physics too when you're doing these moves. So, knowing all this information, you have to understand that there's ways to do these things. That cartwheel kick, I don't know who started doing it first, but I might have been the one that created this move first before Thailand created it. But I don't know. See, this is what I'm saying, what I'm thinking. Maybe I created cartwheel kick. Because let me explain. I do know Shane in Fight Tips does cartwheel kick on bags. I've seen him do it. The way I did it in class, I did it with no punching bag. Nothing broke my fall. I'll explain it. Nothing stabilized me before landing in the fighting stance, if that's what the bag would represent. Like something to hold back the power, but I don't know if that's necessary if you're already converting into a cartwheel, and twisting, and then striking with the shin, landing back in the perfect fighting stance. I don't know if it's necessary to have a bag there or not, because the way I'm used to doing it in class. So actually, I did this in class without the instructor recording me. I did it 1, 2, 3 times in kicking drill format. Like they're doing the moves. It's okay. So let's say it's a C-shock. Before C-shock, it's Dojo chagi, ana supaku chagi, chongnam konkukyo, chongnam konkukyo, chongnam maki, chongnam maki. spinning Dojo, or no, whatever. It's just like all these moves, sidekick, up Chiniki, whatever. All these things in Korean. So we were thinking about this in Korean before we're doing the moves. And then I do the moves, different moves, blocks, punch, kicks, strikes, jumps, ups, downs. And then all of a sudden, this comes out of my talent, this move. But I'm thinking about the video game called Skate or Die. So when I'm younger, I played Skate or Die with my brother. There's this video game called Joust. Okay, I'll explain. In Skate or Die, there's a mode where it's called Joust mode. I think they call it Joust mode or something. So you can play like Joust, where you have this paddle, you're going up, down, this like it's like thinking about skateboarding. So you're going down and up this ramp. Now I remember at times I had a skateboard in Melvindale, Michigan, and I would hold. I did a handstand and on my own, like just all I would do really is I'll take like a skate forward, and then I'd first balance myself on two hands before being on one hand, or maybe I'd try it another way. I just do it on one hand. But then I'd go back down I'd hit the ground either on my back or hit the ground, like I'd land on my feet or something. But I'm really, really hardcore on a kid. When I'm a kid, I'm extremely hardcore. I remember lowering a basketball hoop in my backyard. Yeah, it's a lot I do. Like, I had this clothing laundry pole, raise, lower, NBA backboard, basketball hoop. I jump really high, slam the ball really hard. I try to imitate Michael Jordan when I'm a kid. Nowadays, I don't play basketball outdoors. Usually I don't. I could if I wanted to. I'm starting to want to at times. And I think maybe I should. Part of the reason I'm not doing that right now, it's hot outside, and so let me explain this. It is hotter outside. Now, it's hot. I'm not a kid like I was back then. So how to explain it? These younger kids that are in the park, say at times they're in the park. Well, I'm like, they see me doing karate or martial arts. They might think I'm cool, or they might not understand or like it. What I did in 1995 changed the whole world, because everybody had to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know why after 1995, the whole world eventually wanted to all do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They went into grappling mode and that Gracie style fighting and that. So I have this traditional fighting system called the Hazuki style. So I created that. I never met Hickson Gracie, but I do respect them a lot. I respect the Gracie family a lot. I'd like to know the Gracie family. I would really like to know them very much. They seem like very interesting, cool people, the Gracie family. I see them online at times. I look them up. I remember Hoist Gracie from the Inside Karate magazines. So I've always remembered, is that how you say his name? Hoist Gracie. There's Ryan Gracie, Hickson Gracie. A lot of the Gracie family, I've admired them and wanted to understand them more at times. They're like, see, these are jiu-jitsu artists. Now, these guys, I can understand them. They can understand me, I think. But I created this Hazuki style. Some of these moves are my own moves. Nobody taught them to me. from traditional martial arts styles. This Kyokushin, nobody taught it to me. Nobody taught me Taekwondo or Tangsudo or any of that. Some of this was taught to me, but a lot of these moves I taught them to myself. They came out of my body naturally during training. So I have the mind for this, to do this still, thinking. So I don't know, like in a way, it's what I remember doing. I know I can do it. If I'm now these days, I need to have the right training, the right lifestyle. I need to relieve stress. I need to feel better. Every man needs what a man needs: food, water, shelter, release of tension. A man has hormones, so a man might need to release his hormones into a woman, and then she releases her hormones into a man. That's called what? See, so that's normal, and it's, if you're normal, only then can somebody live their own lives, when they're normal, when they're paid their money. And that's the problem with that degree. There was other students in the class that wanted the degree for themselves too, because it meant royalties from intellectual property that started with me. And those things that I represent, my likeness, my net worth, and all those things is my intellectual property. So I have to claim this, pursue this life I'm thinking, because it's what I am good at. My life, I wanted to go to Japan, get educated in other countries, not just stay in Michigan. It has been a very rough time to stay in Michigan because I was denied these things that I earned in the year of 1995. This is why the whole planet has the problems it has even today. The whole world has suffered because people don't understand what I am, who I am, what I can be back then, yesterday, today. They don't know me. The world doesn't know me the way they're supposed to know me. This is another reason I'm becoming more involved in the Catholic faith that is represented around the world. I do wish I had joined the Catholic faith a very long time ago. The biggest problem I have is that I never understood this correctly on my own. And to know this today, I still don't understand how much more I need to know. How to explain it? Let me not say it like that. I wish I had known that I should have been Catholic a long time ago. And I'm glad I'm becoming this. I'm wanting to pursue this kind of understanding of the faith, but in another way, see, this is how people see my past is what defines me every day in my life. So being Catholic is like more about belonging to the community. The community needs to understand you correctly. Okay, I can understand that. So knowing this is like the way I understand myself back then, I can still do these things, I feel like, today. I feel like I should be this martial arts movie actor even still today. I feel like I need my own fitness trainer, all the things I need is a lot of money that I've been waiting for a better life a long time ago. So in other words, I have a rare situation. I expect money just to fall out of the sky for me. The way it falls out of the sky at the end of Yakuza 1 for Like a Dragon, the way the Millennium Tower blows itself up, whatever, and all that yen is falling all in the skies. Everybody's reaching their hands out to get the money. 10 billion yen. Is that what the amount was? Okay. So I know I'm really expensive from doing these things in 1995 when Nishiki, there's like a fight with Nishiki and Kiryu, Plasma Kiryu, okay. What happens there is, see, this is another reason. I'm wanting to understand more about these teachers, these cry teachers. I believe they already know my older brother. I believe it's very possible they know my older brother. He does not avail any of this information to me at all. At all. When nobody talks, when nobody avails the truth to me, this is what we have in our planet today. It's a good thing that I'm still the martial artist and the karate guy that I believe I can still be. But time is running out. Time is running out, and I have to live my life too. Let me explain it again. Time is running out. Time is getting less. I have to live my own life too. So, I could say a lot, but I'll say that for now. I'm expecting the money to come back to me real soon, an attorney, all these things. And thank you, everyone. I'm Retro Hazuki, 81.